So I've learned that having any kind of music playing in the background, the algo does not like that, so I'll just keep it quiet. I'm going to grind out some mag holders right now. So that was the shaping and the deburring. Now it's time to hand sand them. I like to use a very coarse sponge. Sometimes you got to get in there with paper and a deburr tool. Depends on what the project is and how it turns out, and how you prepped it. So lately I've went to these silicon carbide wheels, and I do not like them. I like my old stuff better. Every time something new comes out, I might try it, and I really don't like it. I like the same equipment that I've used for 2 decades now. So a lot of people will indirectly give me grief about my pricing. Maybe a few direct, but mostly pretty passive. And then at the same time I realize, or I need to realize without getting offended, that I spend way too much time on each piece. Whether it's a mag holder or a holster, every single one is individual. And that can't change, not for me. I like to design, and I like to find out a function for every single piece. There's, these mainstay designs that you stick by, and then as long as you don't put yourself in that box of wanting to just sell stuff, which I'm not a salesman, I don't sell anything, I make things, and that's it. After I make an item, it's nebulous. So all these hand sanded. Even though these are 3 of the same mag holders, each one was made individually and fit. So to say that anything's cookie cutter, independently gauge the holes using the same pattern I always have. I wonder what the advantage is in a mag holder, one of my customs, versus a production line. I guess you have to decide for yourself. I think everybody has their own opinion of what they want to carry. I mean, my mag holders are, they are what they are. I'd never sit there and say, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. So, it is what it is. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. For most guns, it works for me. A lot of times I want one of my doubles. I've tried plenty of equipment to where I don't wear anyone else's equipment, unfortunately. And I have tried. There's guys that I love in the industry. There's even collaboration projects that there's nothing I trust more than something that I've made. And I'm okay being my own crash test dummy on any of my products. But there is a small group of us that willfully volunteer for that job. So most of them are operating my equipment in environments that I don't want to. So I like my shop. This is my dynamic environment. So I can let you know how to handle yours, but I'll just stay out of it. So as cheesy as it is, I'm gonna try to put up these random, boring YouTube videos. Out of encouragement from my 10 subscribers. And really, if just my family watches it, that's all I really care about. So. They're all sanded up. Now all we have to do is clean them out, which I like to use, which I paid for this, but AMSOIL, firearm lubricant. That's what I clean all my stuff out with. And if I were to clean my guns, I would use this. Little spray on the inside. I do like a proper, I think this is a Hoppy, Hops, whatever this stinking brand is. Same brand that makes Poor Snake. This is the rag I use to clean everything out. Either that or TechMat makes a really cool cleaning cloth. And then there is Fruit of the Loom makes a t-shirt made of cotton that works extremely well. But wash it a few times to get all the lint out. I'd wash it on high heat, get the lint out, and that's a perfect cleaning cloth. But regular shop cloths suck. So. Just clean them out. So now we have 3 more. This is for a 365 XL or XL, whatever. Kind of, not really, but you know. The mag is the same. And since I have everything already hanging right here, I'm going to go and assemble it here. These are reversible, can go right, left, inside, outside. So it's just a great thing about these little mag pouches. Horrible lighting, but whatever. And then we've got the new proprietary clips with our SharkTac logo, if you can see it. Oh yeah, machined right in. I'm gonna make a video machining clips, so that should be really exciting. Okay. I've already prepped these clips by putting the spacers in and the post, so obviously I have it marked right-handed carry. The other side would be left, so I didn't have confidence in myself to remember, so I went ahead and wrote it on there with a gold Sharpie. I do use a stainless steel screw, 8/32, flat, wide, truss head, Phillips, PH1. To drive it, I always use a Weehaw. I'd say most of the time. 50% of the time, every time, I use a Weehaw. And then I go to various other modified tips. Always take that little tip off your screwdriver. That way you don't have any kind of nasty slippage with these screws. You don't want to mess up your screws. We want nice things. So go ahead, take the tip off your screwdriver, and then even polish the tip of your screwdriver, or even sand it down a little bit, and you will see how nice your screwdriver just slips right in there. It's just, I mean, butter, baby, butter. And it starts that screw oh so nice. I just start them with the hand tool. I have grown too lazy to finish them with hand tool most of the time, unless I'm being really particular. I may start with a hand tool, go to a power tool, and then finish with a hand tool. I don't know. Depends on the project and my mood. So inherently, this is what you're going to see with the mag holders, spacers, all that. So now we'll just crank them down with the Milwaukee. I've got it set at 7, which is way too tight. I'm gonna go to, whatever I think is gonna be flush, like that. That way it sits right on the belt. It's a 50-50 mold, that way you can flip sides. That's the whole reason I put 4 holes in it, so you can, left, right, inside, outside. That's what. It's only 2 positions of a clip, but you really get 4 positions on your body if you like. And I don't like. If it's single, inside. If it's double, outside. Or reverse, opposite. There's something about the double mag holders that are, they just run extremely flush to your body, and they're very comfortable. It balances that out. I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's just having 2 extra mags. Maybe it's probably knowing as a gearhead you have as much gear on you as possible. So even after I get these together, I'm going to go ahead and do a final little brushing with the sponge. And right now the sponge is probably sitting around a 220 grit. I really don't like the shiny edge that I've seen on some kydex. What I want is just a matte, smooth edge. Everything needs to be rounded. There needs to be nothing that feels sharp on anything that's going to go on your body. I mean, that's one thing. When you feel the entry point to some of these thermoset, kydex, whatever the thermoset is, okay? And that's, thermoset is any holster that is molded to that piece, right? So that edge should not be sharp, ever. That means they are making them way too fast, and this is someone who is new in the industry that has no clue what they're doing. They got some money behind them, and that's it. That's all they have is money behind them and a way to manufacture a bunch of crap. And it's sharp on the inside, and they're throwing mags out left and right. I've never seen so many holsters on the market in my life that eject your mag. So if you're doing this, stop it. Just stop it. It blows my mind how people so lightly are making a product that is so important. When you look at the whole line of any industry and you see how important this item is in the function of what it does, and you mindlessly just manufacture them for production value and to, obviously it's for the almighty buck, but that's another freaking story. You're putting people's lives on the line. You're putting their careers on the line too, because a lot of these people are caring for work, and when they're getting up, they're leaving their mag behind. You're turning a service weapon into a single shot. So if any alleged holster maker, you know, in mommy's basement somewhere, that wants to start a company that thinks that they can do this and go ahead and put products out there without rigorous testing, and I mean years of testing. You don't put anything out there without testing it, but that's all that's going on right now. And everybody says about how many makers there are right now. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of people out there that like to get an oven and like to get some plastic and start wrapping it around anything they can find. And obviously the equipment has advanced, so anybody can buy equipment to get these really perfect molds, when, well, thermosetting and making and fitting and tailoring and custom making is not about those things. It is all about what your client needs. It's all about being comfortable, carrying all the equipment that you have to, being able to do it without causing attention in any environment that you need to, but being able to access it extremely quickly without having any failure. So if this is the only thing that comes from the video, I think that it was definitely worth making it.